PSG are the champions of Europe. They have done it again, and I genuinely supported Arsenal to win this Champions League trophy. As a Man United fan, I know some people might see it as being a bit different from what they would have expected, but I genuinely wanted Arsenal to win it because I've said this on my live stream. I have a couple of Arsenal players who are my Niger boys, and I just wanted them to win it. Yeah, but I predicted a 1-0 win for Arsenal in the game, and they got an early goal through Kai Havertz. We saw Arsenal defend pretty well, and later on in the second half, Mosquera just did a very, very silly mistake. That tackle was really unnecessary, and that changed the landscape of the game. PSG dominated the game. Looking at the stats, PSG had 75% of the ball possession. Arsenal had 25. PSG had 11 corners. Arsenal had just 3. Arsenal, that is corner FC, but they could not get enough corner kicks to threaten the PSG defense. And yeah, PSG played really well in the whole game. I've said this, even if you check my video I posted on Friday, 3 p.m., the tactical masterclass, how I predicted Luis Enrique to attack the game and how Mikel Arteta can rely on his defense to win him the game. Just get a chance and win. Yeah, PSG had a 1.77 XG and Arsenal had 0.44. So PSG dominated in every start there is. Shots on target, PSG had 4, Arsenal had just 1. And like I said, the possession 75-25. Shots off target was 12 for PSG and 1 for Arsenal. So in every start there is in the game, PSG dominated Arsenal. But one thing Arsenal did very well was defend, which was what I predicted Mikel Arteta would do. Play Declan Rice as part of the double pivot with Miles Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly had a fantastic game here later on. I don't know if there was cramps and he had to go out. Hincapié got injured. Yeah, those changes actually hampered Arsenal in terms of the way they were playing the game. And the substitutions from Arteta, I didn't like the selection of Odegaard. I said it even when the lineup came out while I was doing a live stream. I said it. I don't like the fact that you brought Odegaard on. You probably should have started Eze. Yes, Eze did not affect the game fully as I expected him when he came on, but Max Doman should have been given, let's say, 20-30 minutes to do something in the game. There's an X factor and something special about Max Doman that I think if he had brought Max Doman on, Doman would have created something, even if he doesn't score, but he can create something. Well, massive congratulations to PSG, by the way. They did fantastic. Luis Enrique, I've always said this, he's a top coach. Right now, he's the best manager in the world. He's the best manager in the world. And I know some people might be asking, why is Noble, a Man United fan, wearing an Arsenal jersey? I got to wear the Arsenal jersey because I made an agreement with an Arsenal fan that if Arsenal wins the Premier League, I'm going to wear an Arsenal jersey to support Arsenal in the final of the Champions League, which I did. That's why I'm putting on an Arsenal jersey. Of course, I'm a Man United fan, but I just had a couple of reasons. This, like I said, and also the fact that some of the Arsenal boys are actually Nigerians and Igbos. So I just decided to support them because they are from my tribe and countrymen. Yeah, but it is what it is. PSG did amazing and they deserved the win. It went into penalties. Eze and Gabriel missed their own penalties. Raya made a save. And yeah, Gabriel just missed the last kick of the penalty shootout. And PSG are champions. I wanted Arsenal to win it. I sincerely wanted them to win it. But yeah, the whole football world was actually against Arsenal. People were just screaming PSG to win, that PSG needs to save football, PSG needs to do this, PSG needs to do that. But yeah, I just like the fact that Arsenal fought really hard. They actually played better than people thought they would, because many people thought Arsenal would be battered 5-0 or 4-1 or 4-0, something like that. But Arsenal fought really hard. They defended very well, which was their main strength, their defense. Yeah, they couldn't concede much goals. They just conceded 1 goal. And they've not lost any match in the Champions League prior to this final. Before the final, they conceded just 6 goals and had 9 clean sheets. So they had the best defensive record. Yeah, but their defense did the duty against PSG. Just Mosquera with that silly tackle on Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia was silent the whole game, same as Doué and Dembele. PSG were just passing the ball round the midfield, and Arsenal didn't give them chance. When PSG got the chances was when Arsenal were now chasing to get a second goal after PSG equalized through Dembele's penalty. So Arsenal were now pushing. Declan Rice left that holding midfield position. He was busting forward. So that defensive cover Rice was giving to Gabriel and Mosquera was no longer there. Okay, it was now Timber because Mosquera was taken off after that mistake. So it was no longer there. And Saliba, I have my reservations about Saliba. And that's why when I picked my team of the season earlier on a couple of days ago, I didn't have Saliba in it. Also, my Champions League team of the season, I did not have Saliba in it because I still see some frailties and weaknesses in his game. If he plays a high line, he's definitely going to struggle. Why he's actually playing and it looks very decent under Mikel Arteta's system is because Mikel Arteta likes to play very compact at the back, and he doesn't like to give spaces behind his team. Yeah, if he plays in a team that plays high line, high pressing football, Saliba is going to struggle because he doesn't have the pace. We saw many times where Kvaratskhelia and Bakola were just running with speed and Saliba couldn't catch up. But anyways, it's a win for PSG, and massive congratulations to Luis Enrique and his boys. Lucho has done it again. Won PSG their two Champions League titles ever in their history, and he's done it back to back. So let's see if PSG can also do what Madrid did 2016, 17, and 18 when they dominated the Champions League for 3 years straight. So massive congratulations to PSG and Luis Enrique and his boys. So guys, I'll see you in my next video. My prediction was a 1-0 win. It wasn't accurate, yeah, but it was quite an interesting game.